Today we're going to be talking about Battle Beasts. Battle Beasts came out in 1986. They were originally made by Takara, which also made Transformers. They're little chunks of plastic. They usually came in a 2-pack, but they did come in larger packs. They only have like 2 points of articulation, and they're just basically just animals in space-themed armor. They also came with some of the coolest weapons that have ever come out for toys, to be honest, which is a shame because they're almost impossible to find nowadays without paying a pretty penny. But this one is Rubberneck Giraffe from 1986, and he's got some condition issues. One, his horns are missing. On all these ones that are showing, I'm going to show, these are just like eBay lot kind of garbage dudes. There's nothing special, fancy, or collectible about these dudes. I just got them as a lot for damaged goods. But it's missing the sticker, and it's got a lot of paint wear on it. Now I'm going to be doing some repairs to these guys, not necessarily restorations. These aren't going to be 100%, but they're going to be something. We're going to do what we can for these guys. So I'm going to be using this Elmer's paint pen right here. I'm going to give it a little shake. Get a little bit of this, and then we're going to just go over some of the highlights here. I'm going to darken in where his horns are missing so that it's not so noticeable. And I'm going to touch up these high points on his armor. This isn't the exact same color, but it's close enough for, you know, far away. And for what these are. These guys are what they are. They're just... I'm doing this from pretty far away because I have to keep it in the camera, so I'm not getting super exact. And we may go back and do a little more a little later. Put it down, get a little bit more stable hand on it. Alright, let's take a look at that. He's looking much better already. So we're going to set him aside, and we're going to move on to the next guy. I'm going to try to go in order here a little bit. The next guy we have is, I'm going to put my head away. We got a Deerstalker, and his paint is in pretty good shape. His antlers are intact. He doesn't have a lot of paint wear like that other dude does. But just like the other dude, he's missing his little rub-off sticker. Now, as a solution to this, I've come up with a different take on it. And I went down to Walmart, and this is like $1, and these are adhesive gemstones. And there's like a bunch of different colors here. So for him, I think with the green, I think I'm going to give him a red gem. And so let's open those up, and we'll pop a gem out of here and stick it on. Okay, so here's this magic gem. And there we go. Simple as that. Now, like I said before, like their weapons were pretty fantastic. I can't think of better designed weapons than these guys had. But unfortunately, they're more expensive to get just the weapons than they are to get the little characters themselves many times. So what I've done is I come up with a solution of getting out. I've ordered these little toothpicks here, and they're about the right size. They're a little oversized, but you know what? You can get them dirt cheap on eBay. I was able to get two different kinds. I got these here spears, and I got a crap load of them. I got so many because I can use these for G.I. Joe. I can use them for Star Wars or many other things. I also got a crap load pack here. I also have these in different like clear colors, like lightsaber style. So we might do something like that. Now let's see if this sword is going to fit in his hand here. It may very well. Ooh, just like that. Now we've got a sword. And he looks pretty proud of that. So it's a little large. We may cut it down a little bit. But for right now, that's going to work out just fine. Up next, we have Wolfgang Walrus right here. And he's also... He's from Wave 2. Wave 2. These were 1987. Those two, Deerstalker and Rubberneck Giraffe, are the only 86 ones I have. Actually, that's not true. I have another one. But we're going to work with the Walrus guy here. He has one grippable hand and one flipper. I believe most of them only usually have just one. Like there's a couple of other dudes here that have two grippable hands, but a lot of them have this like just like you can only carry a weapon in one hand. But he's in pretty good shape, but he does have a little condition issue with this little spot right here on his tusk. But before we do that, we're going to give him a gem. And so I think for this guy, since he's kind of a water guy, I'm going to give him a blue gem. And there's his blue gem. So I'm going to shake up a paint pen here. This is also Elmer's. I just got generic ones. I got some testers paint pens here as well. These are oil-based paints. I usually like to work with water-based paints, but these are pretty convenient. It's just an ink pen, you know, style, and I can make repairs real quick and easy with this. I'm going to try to stabilize my hand by putting my finger right here and then holding this tightly. So I can, boop, just like that, and he's done. I'm going to get a couple other little spots here. Get that. Get that spot. And his tusk is looking pretty good. There's a little bit of white right here to match that. Like the blue is a little bit clashy, but I'm cool with it. And then we're going to give him a spear, because he's a walrus, and it's like, yeah, it's a harpoon. And he's going to carry, oh, it's a little loose. A little loose, brother. We'll spin it sideways so that you can hold on to it. There we go, just like that. And he's ready to go. Next up we have Powerhouse Mouse. Here he is right here. He's got like some kind of hooky paddle looking arm. He must have got his hand trapped in a mouse trap or something and lost it. But he's right here. Looking pretty cool. I don't see any real paint wear on this guy. He's got a little tail come down, some blue accents, mostly red. And out of the colors here, I think he's going to look good with, I'm going to go with a yellow. Try yellow on this guy. I'm trying to make contrasting colors just to give them a little bit more pop if they sit by themselves. And get that centered up. Mash it down. And there you go. Let's try giving him... I think he's going to look better with a sword. Let's try a sword. There we go. And he's got a sword. Just like that. He stands up pretty well too. Not as difficult as the other guys. Next we have... what do we got here? That was Powerhouse Mouse. We're going to get Antic Anteater. He's a Series 2 dude. Here's Antic Anteater. Right here. And his paint condition looks pretty good. This hand looks like it could grip something, but it really doesn't. They've got it positioned very awkwardly. His rub-off sticker indicator is over here to the side. He has some yellow accents and no tail. And he's just got a little hole here. I think those are for stands. But let's see. I think I'm going to give him... what do you think? I think I'm going to give him a yellow one as well, just to match the yellow on the other side. Because there's not that much. I don't want to clash them too much, you know. We just want to get colors that make sense. Look at that, huh? Looks pretty good. We're going to give him a spear. Boom. Just like that. He's looking pretty good. I got a little marker right here that tells me where the center is. So if you're wondering what that is, it's supposed to be telling me, but sometimes it doesn't. Alright, next we have, this is an iguana. What is his name? Icky Iguana. So at first I thought this dude was a fish. He's light green with orange and a little bit of red accents on him. So he has this little mounting hole. Now this guy has 2 grippable arms, so he can hold 2 weapons. He's ambidextrous. He doesn't have that much paint wear. This guy was really dirty when I got him. I just scrubbed all these guys like in the previous video with dishwashing soap and a toothbrush. So this guy has some red accents, so we're going to give him a red gem as well. And we're going to try to get that little center. A little more center. Boom, press that down. That matches his eyes, matches the accents on his stuff. I think I'm going to give him a spear as well, just because it's kind of a reptile, a little more primitive vibe, and it fits on there a lot nicer than the rest. So there is Icky Iguana, and he's looking pretty special. And the final guy I have here is a Wave 1. His name is Colonel Beard. He's not my favorite dude. He's still got some fading and some dirt. He's got some fade down here, some wear marks, you know, a little bit of wear here, and on the top of his head. So we're going to give him a little touch-up as well. I'm going to give him a touch-up on the top of his head. Boom. On the tips of his shoulder pads here. Right there. Yeah, the paint I'm using is a little darker than his armor is. But from far away, it's not gonna be too bad. It looks a lot better than the white showing through, that's for sure. Alright, so there's him. He's not gonna stand very well, but he's got little tiny feet and they're a little warped. What color? I think I'm gonna give him a white gem. Because he's white. Let's stick him over. Oh no, look, I got paint on my hand from the backside. What a dummy. Alright, well, he's still a little wet. Okay, so we're just gonna stand him up. And you can see him. And that is Colonel Byrd from Series 1. And if you want to get more information on these guys, you can just Google them, Battle Beast. But there's a great website called Toy Archive, and they have like lots of information on these dudes about when they were released, what series, what their weapons look like, all those types of things. So that's it, and thanks for watching.